partner with a high sex drive and but one has a low sex drive, and how you can get through it without feeling rejected or rejecting them. And how. Okay, so when you're kind of not matching. Okay, let's go. Your sexual energy, everyone's sexual energy is part of the heart conscious. It is a track. You imagine a train track that comes through that actually delivers lots of information that is not within the physical body. It is a energy that brings in not just your sexual energy, but everything, many things that the heart consciousness wishes to deliver to the physical body. Your sexual energy is a energy that allows you to bring in who you are and lets the mind decode what your sexual energy contains. So part of your sexual energy doesn't just contain the sexual feelings that you feel within the physical body. It also delivers many information and allows the body to start to radiate and vibrate at the natural frequency of the individual that brings in their sexual energy. This is different from person to person, and how much sexual energy they allow within the physical body, depending on the traumas that they have within, the perceptions of their sexual energy, their perceptions of their female energy, and everything in between. Things can get locked up or shut out. Imagine your right brain, which is all part of the physical body, is all, imagining it with lots and lots of doors. Those doors can be perceptions of the feminine. If you have a negative perception of the feminine or a negative perception of sexuality, then those doors will be closed to receiving the energy through the physical body. This then slows down the evolution of consciousness. Your evolution of consciousness depends on the female. The female is the enlightened being and was always supposed to be the enlightened being. She is the enlightened being to then deliver enlightenment to the masculine. However, the female has to be enlightened first in order for the masculine to enlighten himself. She is his connector to the non-physical reality. Enlightenment comes because of the connection to the physical and the non-physical joining together. Therefore, to achieve enlightenment, females will achieve enlightenment first and pass that on to the men in physical reality. I'm upset a few people. So breaking down your perceptions of belief of sexuality is paramount on understanding yourself and evolving. Your sexuality has been attacked, and that is the reason why, because everybody here that has come to planet Earth has come because they are ready for enlightenment. They have the potential of enlightenment. They have the wisdom and the know-how and the understanding. And therefore, the biggest threat in this universe are the people on planet Earth. Earth itself and the people on it is the biggest threat in the universe that has come from people from outside. Therefore, the attack on Gaia and the people on Gaia has been the biggest concentration from the universes around it. They couldn't allow Gaia, or didn't want to allow Gaia to enlighten, and then what would follow is the people on Earth to enlighten. This would come through on the sexual energy. In fact, everybody is that on the path of enlightenment sexual energy is involved, and it delivers more female energy into the body and wakes up parts of the brain and makes you more conscious. However, sexual energy does depend on where the sexual energy is coming from. You can be sexual, but on a mental side. You can be sexual through insecurities and fears. You can be sexual not through a want, but feeling like you have to. It is not that energy that the enlightenment comes. The feminine has been abused. It has been deceived. It has been dampened down within every individual on this planet. It has been disempowered, when in fact the empowerment that is true is the female energy. It's the most power of consciousness. It's the most power anywhere of any energies. It's the most powerful energy. This planet you are on is called Mother Earth for a reason. She is a female consciousness. That's because she has the power not to just abstain herself, but all the planets in this universe and the people on this universe connected and connected everywhere. She powers this universe. Without her, nothing would exist in this universe. Through the abuse and the attacks on Gaia, she has dimmed herself, so much so to protect herself, to the point where she forgot who she was. She lost herself, became a zombie. This has happened also to the people on Earth, where they feel completely disconnected from themselves. They don't know who they are, why they're here, their objectives. They don't even know that they have lived before. They are totally blind where they come in. This is because of the lack of female energy within our reality. The deliverance of this is through the sexual energy. This is why the sexual energy has been attacked so much. If the sexual energy hadn't been attacked so much through the religions, the perceptions, the beliefs, the diseases, the propaganda on sexuality, then everybody in this world, on this planet, would know who they are. They would know their empowerment. They would know that they create their reality. They wouldn't have squashed who they are for the sake of the mental beliefs that were being told outside of them. Where you are going is pure empowerment of self. And that also means that you have to face the sexual energies that have been dampened within you. You have to face the negative beliefs that you have of sexual energy. You have to face everything that's happened within you that has caused you disempowerment through your sexual energy. If you look at the sexual arena, the majority of the sexual arena through porn, through people who try to enlighten people even about sexuality, it is done through the belief structures of what a woman wants. Women have been told what their sexuality is. Women have been suppressed and then dominated by their own minds and the men around them. That's been done through religion. It is derived from the torture, from the abuse of religious backgrounds. This then gets passed down the family lines, where the men, masculine, within oneself dominates the feminine. Women have been told what their sexuality is, how to please a man, but actually it is all wrong. A woman, individual woman, will only know and only be able to express truly their sexuality when it's truly coming from them and not from the program mind that has gone down for generations within this reality. You are stepping into a time where the woman is going to find empowerment through her sexuality, where she's going to enjoy and the men are going to be is a gift to them. They will start to realize the gift that it is, that it actually restores their balance within themselves, it heals. And they're also going to realize for the woman to really blossom in their sexuality, that safety and security is needed, that they provide the safety and security. And once that safety and security is there, and a woman can express in her natural, authentic way, then the sexual energy will be the most powerful energy received. Not only will it balance her own self, it will balance her and her partner, but it will balance the family. It will heal the family. There will be no illnesses within that family. There will be no negative frequencies that hold that family down. It will actually bring in the nurturing, the love, the enlightenment, the wisdom, the light, as sexuality is the carrier of that. Our sexuality brings in all that needs for the family to thrive, for the collective to thrive. The reason why women cry after sex is because it delivers suppressed emotions that the woman has suppressed within herself. And when she is connected to her heart and is not having sex on the mental side, she will often cry to release the pressure that she has suppressed within that time frame. It's because the sexuality is the carrier of the emotional life. Emotions is also the love, the caring, the nurturing, the tenderness, the everything that a mother brings, the fun, the joy. It is a way, the sexual energy, the mother will bring in the frequency to bring the whole family, her partner, to herself, to her family, if she has a family, where the physicality of their bodies will go up to a higher frequency, to the frequency of the mother. Therefore, the mother is the carrier of the health of the entire family, and the father is the one that grounds it down into the physical so it doesn't fly away. The masculine is very important. Not only does the masculine ground down the energy that she brings, as it's not just an orgasm that she is bringing all the love and joy and nurture and everything that I've said. She is bringing in enlightenment. That comes in increments. It's not just achieved. First, she has to find her empowerment in herself, a safety. She has to find truly what her sexuality is without all the programming and beliefs and what religion has done. She has to find herself through her sexuality. Once she does that, the man will then ground that energy down just with his masculine energy, when he's got the intent of bringing in the safety and enjoying what she brings through and giving her that safety. He naturally grounds all that energy down. And also the masculine intensifies the energies. When emotions on the left side of the brain hit the right side of the brain, that is when we feel it. It hits the body, the physical body. The masculine is sensitive to the emotions. Therefore, it allows us to feel the emotions in the physical body. If we didn't have masculine energy, we wouldn't have physical reality. Therefore, we wouldn't feel the emotions within the physical reality, which is actually intensifies the emotions. So the masculine energy actually intensifies the orgasms, intensifies the energies through the sexual energy. The masculine grounds this down. The masculine also grounds it down, so the energy that she pulls through, it stays in the energy, their bubble. So everything can balance out. So the exchange of energies, it's more of dance of energies. the dance of the masculine and the feminine. The female is the carrier of the new energy coming in, and the masculine is the one that grounds it, keeps it safe, and stabilizes the energy so everybody can rise up to that energy system. Both working together in love, respect, enjoyment, fun, all those lovely things, then the dance will bring in more and more and more beautiful energy as the feminine and the masculine learn to dance again. Enlightenment is not just for a few people. Enlightenment is for everybody here that chooses to. Enlightenment has been made to believe that it is only for the select few. However, that is from a perspective that's come through religion and other historic methods that have been told. Everybody who's on planet Earth is on the journey of enlightenment if they choose. Actually, everybody has had a big choice either to wake up or not. And through that choice, they choose themselves and enlightenment, although you can choose at any time not to. It is difficult to look at oneself and to heal. As the trauma has entered into your reality, women and men have had perspectives of their sexuality that has been very negative. This comes with the negative of there has been if a child has been scolded many times for having fun in their female energy, then this can have an effect on their sexual energy as they get older. They will deem it as having fun as not having fun and enjoyment as a negative thing. They've been told off. So they could have a wall up or a perception that having fun is wrong. And this could have an effect on their sexuality. They could also be brought up in religion where sexuality, where it's very deemed wrong, very sinful until marriage, many reasons. These are the things that need to be broken down and challenged. Everyone's heart knows the truth of sexuality. You all know the truth. It lives within your heart. However, the way you have been programmed on the right side of the mind is where the issues are. That's what needs to be broken down. When you have a couple and one has a high sex drive and the other has a lower sex drive, say one is a man who has the highest sex drive, so we'll go how they normally go. Men have higher sex drives and women have a lower sex drive, and how this causes issues on both sides. Go into that question. Men are very vulnerable to this as they have to rely on the female energy to get their bodies in a frequency that allows them to feel at a natural frequency for them. The power of a woman is not something that can be replaced. So therefore, the energy that a woman delivers, obviously she's far more connected to the higher frequencies, and therefore men are always going to be wanting the feminine. Everybody wants the feminine. Everybody wants the love, the nurture, the kindness, the energy that comes from feminine energy. It's part of who you are, the want. And it's good to be in the want, as you want to live, you want to be here. So everything's been upside down because of the abuse and trauma, where we have serviced the masculine. We have done what the masculine has done. We have worked far too much. We have not played enough. We have serviced the mental side of us, the structure. We've gone out to earn money. We have gone to the education. We have been in service to the masculine. This has caused an imbalance between the masculine and the feminine, where we perceive the masculine to be far more important and far more powerful. Therefore, it has caused the imbalance. When in reality, the service is the masculine is there to support the feminine. As if the support is not there, then the feminine can't bring in the beautiful energy that the masculine needs and needs for his reality in order for him to do what he needs to do. Therefore, the practices around the world, or how feminines have been treated very badly, that has been programmed through the religious parts, when in fact the woman should be cared for, nurtured and understood. That goes within oneself. You have to understand your emotions, release your emotions through your body. You have to care for yourself, nurture yourself, understand yourself. And then that goes within a couple as well. Once the man receives his understanding of masculinity and what masculinity actually is, there's been many screwed up ways of seeing masculinity, and those screwed up ways have actually caused the abuse of the feminine. Masculinity is here to ground the energy that the female brings, but in order for the female to bring in that energy, she needs to be able to express it, not just through her sexuality, but her emotions. If you want to open a woman up in her sexuality, then first you need to understand her. She needs to be heard. She needs to be seen. She needs to be able to express truly what's going on through her emotional life. When she can do that, she will naturally bring in more sexual feelings, as she'll want to deliver more as a gift to the masculine. Unfortunately, through the traumas and through the beliefs of what masculine energy is, that has not been the case in many areas of societies and cultures. However, until the female is able to fully express to the masculine through the physical body to her partner, and he be able to support her, then balance will not be restored. She has to realize the importance of her emotions, negative, positive, it doesn't matter. But as long as she expresses her emotions through her physical body, he is the one that comforts, calms, listens, sees her. He has the sensitivity to understand his emotion, to understand her emotions to a level where she feels seen and heard. Feminine energy, you all wish to be seen and heard. And when a man turns into a man, he needs to see and hear his partner, for then he will receive the gift of love, nurture through her, through the sexual energy. It can come through many forms, but the sexual energy is where the bridge is made into the physical body. This bridge is made through also not just through the sexual energy, but through expressing your emotions to your partner. It's also expressing the joys that you have. It's not just your sexuality, although your sexuality is a very, very powerful energy. It is the one that kind of like a massive wave of energy that comes through. Your sexual energy, it comes up through your back. The reason it comes up through your back is because your spine is the start of the physical reality. Your spine carries new feminine energy through up the spine. And as you start to get aroused and sexually aroused, it can come through many ways, through being seen, heard, feeling love. And as it comes up through the back, your spine, you start to feel it, and it starts to stimulate different areas of the body, plus you're getting stimulation through outside in, like through your partner or yourself. As the stimulation starts to happen, the more of the energy, the beautiful energy, starts to come up the woman's spine. This doesn't happen in a man. This is very different within a man. The man gets physically aroused by the woman and feels the energy that she is bringing through, and that arouses him also through the touch and sensations. But as she explodes, as in orgasms, a flush from the left to the right is when it's like your left brain gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, filled with all beautiful energy. And when it gets so heightened, then an orgasm hits, it explodes. And when it explodes, it all comes into the physical body. It transfers, it just flushes like a massive wave to the right side of the body. And depending on how many doors you have open into your in your consciousness on the masculine side will depend on where it touches your physical body. This is why sometimes your orgasms can be small, and that because you have many doors up. You have not felt seen or heard or appreciated. The women haven't felt fully in themselves. Therefore, the orgasm can be small. If the orgasm is very big, it means her walls are down within herself. She feels completely safe and secure, and acceptance of self, feeling acceptance and love of her partner. So the more safe and secure a woman feels, the more she brings in, and the intensity of the orgasm is. It's all about the base, the foundation that the man brings to her. So not only the man outside of her brings a base of security and safety, but her own brain brings a security and safety. When those two line in line, then the orgasms can reach the whole physical body. This is when the whole brain gets flooded. That means the whole body gets flooded with healing energy, and be able to lift the body up more into the natural frequency that she naturally is. And of the more of the larger orgasms, the more the man is able to receive and to ground down more into reality. So the more safety and the more security that he provides, the more he listens to her emotions, the more he's interested in her, the more he creates a space, a dance floor that is just for them and everything that she needs, the more she will deliver to him. So therefore, if you have an imbalance within your relationship, then the woman is not being seen or felt like she's being seen. The likelihood is that she has negative perceptions or of sexuality, or she has many doors, or there's blocks within her sexuality, or she struggles with being able to express herself, not just in her sexuality, but in her emotional life. A woman is not going to want to have sex with her partner, but that comes, but she has to be able to express emotionally to allow that door to really open. When a woman is felt that she's been felt like emotionally, and the man is there, then the flower opens wider. That's it's like a reaction. This is why I just saw a therapist. Many people get sexually attracted to therapists. This is because they are being seen and heard, and it's a natural reaction.